Hey everyone! So today we're going to be talking about Osaka. Osaka is the largest city in Osaka Prefecture, believe it or not. It's also like the primary city of the Osaka metro area. The city of Osaka has about 2.7 million people. The metro area itself has about 19.3 million people. Like I said in my video yesterday, it is the only city, well, the only major city growing in the Osaka metro area. It's been on average growing about 3 to 4% every 5 years. So it's steadily regaining its population. At its peak, the city had about 3.4 million people. So it's a long ways away from ever reaching its prime. It is the third largest city in Japan. It is only behind Tokyo and Yokohama. So Osaka is basically known as the nation's kitchen. A lot of the best street food can be found here in Osaka. Like you can, if you want okonomiyaki, which is basically a savory pancake, or if you want takoyaki, which is just rice balls with octopus inside of them, or kushikatsu, which is just fried meat on a stick, which, in my opinion, is the best thing on the planet. uh, but there's so much to go and see in Osaka when it comes to food. You can go to the Kuromon Ichiba Market, which is 170 years old, and a lot of the chefs there are have been there for like years, and they have some of the freshest meat, freshest produce, and most delicious food you'll find probably in any like street market. It's not something that you'll commonly see here in America. Like, it's not like you would never think, oh, let's go to the food market to go try out this delicious food. No, but like this place is enormous. It has over 170 shops selling anything that you could want. Like, you can see stalls just selling baby octopus, quail eggs. If you want dango, they have it. And they also have donuts. If you're missing America, you can go get yourself some fried donuts. But yeah, one of the most interesting thing is if the market isn't your cup of tea, like if you don't want to go to like an open air market, totally understandable. You can go to one of the many izakayas that just like dots the whole city. Like izakayas, in my opinion, are far superior than any like pub or bar that you can go to in the States or in the UK. Like, for me, when I think of a bar or when I think of a pub, it's usually like a really like small little building, kind of cramped, kind of sad, kind of depressing since like a lot of the people have been in there since like 2 o'clock and they're just like drunk, and it's just it kind of gives off like a sad vibe. When we go to like an izakaya, I don't know what it is about izakayas, but they're just like designed in such a way where, yes, you're in a small little area with a bunch of random people. However, they're they're designed in a way where you feel secluded with the group that you're going with because it's just so precariously designed. And I honestly think that's pretty like awesome about them. I've always enjoyed that about them. But there's also pachinko machines you can go see. I know I forgot the name of it. I'll put a picture in the video if I remember what it's called. But they have this massive arcade that has like a bunch of retro games. I want to say it was in Osaka, but I don't remember where. But it's really cool because they just have a bunch of like NES games and like 64 and Sega, and I'm just like, holy cow, this is great. I love it so much. So if video games and food aren't what you want to go do when you go to Osaka, which personally that is like the number one thing I want to go do if I ever have a chance to go to Osaka. I just want to go and eat as much food as I can and go to all these really cool like video game bars that are in the city. But if you want to go see the sights, you can go to Dotonbori, the Glico man that's just running with his arms up, like, yeah, you can go see that. There's also, you can go see the Ferris wheels, you can go to Hozenji Temple, you can also go see Namba Yasaka Shrine. There's Osaka Castle, Shinsaibashi Suji, which is the little shopping street district. There's just so much to go do in Osaka. Like, I could probably spend a good solid week in Osaka, and I probably would not be able to finish seeing everything. Like, it is crazy. Like, just with Dotonbori, I can probably spend a good solid day in Dotonbori just looking at everything and exploring the whole area. Like me personally, I just love exploring like all the small little districts, and it's just really quaint. It gives me like a Venice-ish feel with the canals, but even though like there's just this massive city of like 19 million people just like la la la. But yeah, no, like personally, Osaka just has so much to offer for anybody. Like there's food, there's sights, there's scenes, there's a great nightlife. Personally, I think the LGBT scene is a lot better in Osaka than it is in Tokyo. I mean, I know Tokyo has Nichome, but I don't know. I prefer the Osaka scene. But yeah. So some of you may be wondering, why is Osaka still like the only city growing in the Keihanshin metro area? Well, a lot of that comes down to a bunch of people from foreign countries have been moving to Osaka. And you have to look at it this way. When you think of Japan, Tokyo is much more north, and it's really a bit farther than when you look at Osaka. Osaka is a lot closer to China, Korea, Taiwan, the Philippines, Vietnam, and before all this happened in 2020, Osaka was like jam packed with people who just wanted to go visit the city because it just has such a great scene. So a lot of people are moving to Osaka, and the Japanese companies are noticing this, that there is a growing demand to bring services to Osaka. So what's happening is a lot of these big companies, a lot of these big corporations are pushing their people to move to Osaka and start up their branch or their business in Osaka, because Osaka has kind of become like the foreigner mecca in regards to like Southeast Asia. It's not to say that other foreigners are moving to the city, but it's just from what I've heard from other people and from what I've read, it's basically the mecca for like Southeast Asia to move to, which, in my opinion, I can definitely see why it's such a great place to be in. At the end of the day, Osaka is just a great city to come visit. There's so much to do in this city that my short 8-10 minute video will not give this city any justice. I would love to do a series dedicated to just talking about everything that you can do in the Osaka area, and I might actually just do that because I personally prefer Osaka over Tokyo, which some people might find totally blasphemous, but still. It's a great city to come visit. It's a great city to go and see, and there's just absolutely so much to do. If for some reason you get tired of Osaka, you can go to Kyoto, you can go to Nara, you can go to Sakai. There's just so much to do. For God's sakes, you can take a small little boat ride and go to like Ajima Island. Yeah, no, so there's so much to do in this city. It's a great city. I love this city. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching all of the videos that I've released lately. Um, I will continue to post more on this, and tomorrow I will not be posting a video. However, I will be doing a special premiere spooky podcast of
a certain place in Japan. It's world renowned, but I'm gonna give it justice, hopefully. But yes, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.